III visit to Abu Dhabi with his fifth wife, 13 children and 100 servants. Also, King Maswati III and Queen Lama Swama met Abu Dhabi ruler Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan during Abu Dhabi visit. King Maswati III is the head of Swazi's royal family. His full name is Makhosetu Dlamini.
My boy got 15 wives and 30 kids, 100 servants. Boy is living a good life. That is the dang king. Dude, I know y'all all seen Coming to America, bro. Just has to been based on this man's life. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
All right, take a look-see.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have failed, dog. I would have failed.
Perfect.
This is gonna sound like kind of not girl of me because whatever. But if you're going through that man phone and you go through his following and go through his likes and stuff like that and you skipping over the hoes that look a mess, don't do that, because I can promise you it's not gonna be the baddie. It's not gonna be the baddie with the bust down. It's not gonna be the pretty natural. It's going to be the most chopped, hot mess girl that he's probably disrespecting you with. It's never. If you look at that person, you say, nah, he wouldn't. He would. It's them. And it's gonna make you more mad because it's like, dang, if he couldn't pull the baddies and I'm a baddie, then he probably should have been able to pull me. So then that'll suck you back in reality. So that's all.
No.
That's not even it, man. Them chopped ones, bro, they just absolutely going. They're going 100% of the time. They love that attention, dude. They love the fact that someone is in their DM slotting. They're probably coming off the money and everything for this dude. The draws and everything, man. The chopped ones are Look, I hate to say it, but most of them have low self-esteem. Let's just put it like that. And you get a guy that has a little bit of experience with saying the right words, bro, and he is going to have a field day in the DMs. But she has a point.
Oh, I don't mind being a fat girl.
Of course you don't mind, but you know what minds? Your heart does.
Like, here I am getting ready to go to the gym, and every time
She really don't look that big from this angle, but that's just that goes to prove you how angles are so important.
I'm getting ready to go to the gym, I'm like, why am I going to the gym?
I blame y'all niggas for lying to her. Like, she thinks of not going to the gym because niggas tell her she doesn't need to.
I have the confidence of a goddess.
You don't have the confidence of the goddess because you just said you were going to go to the gym.
Literally. Sometimes people tell me I need to chill. Okay. And then on top of that, like, I have never had a problem getting anything and everything that I want in life.
I just feel like she really relying on that face card a whole bunch.
Guarantee you have a problem right now of getting to the proper BMI because you are a high calorie built woman.
So I'm sitting here like, if I'm happy with myself and everybody else is happy with me, why am I going to the gym? But then I do remember that my health is very, very important.
So now y'all see the cognitive dissonance I was talking about. She loves contradicting herself.
And as I age, you know what I'm saying, I might feel some of this weight.
That's if you age. The number one cause of death in America is heart disease due to being fat.
So I get in the gym. But honestly, if it weren't for the health factor, baby, I do not mind being a fat girl.
And for any nigga decides to write in the comments she's beautiful, no. Because looks have to do with your weight. I get it. You down bad from time to time. Cool. But all I'm saying is if you plan on taking a woman serious like this, and she contradicts herself most of the time, you know for a fact she's gaslighting the fuck out of herself to stay fat. And we have people living like this? Ah, man, we're cooked. We're cooked.
Imagine waking up.
Hey, look, man, I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of you guys play. Ain't nothing wrong with the big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with the big girl. But I mean, at this point, man, she might have her ego inflated by some fellas that are telling her otherwise. I don't know. All right, she feel like she has access to every play in a man's playbook, the wallet, the words, the confidence. Good for you. And but also, is that really reality in the long run? Like, come on, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of yourself. At the end of the day, you are responsible for that. No matter how much a man's gonna tell you, oh, you look good, chubby girl, you don't need to lose no weight. He ain't paying the hospital bills. He ain't gonna be there when you have triple heart, open bypass, whatever you want to call that, surgeries, you know?
Your stud best friend using the biggest scrap she got on you, and you ain't even rainbow, part one. I don't know if y'all like the way y'all tell a story. Y'all just
Would like the way to tell a story, man. Like, you started off with absolute heat. Nobody wants to wake up like that.
want me in y'all business, but let's get into it. One of my followers wrote me and said, baby, she woke up to her stud best friend using the biggest scrap she had on her to the point where she was sore, she was confused, and she was coming down from being drunk, and she did not know what was going on. She said, honey, this girl had been friends for years. But let's go back. When they first met, you know how everybody always think they could turn you rainbow? She said the girl was kind of like that, but over the years she realized, like, oh, you really don't like girls. And she was like, no. But they grew a bond and they end up being best friends. Now the girl would come on to her, try her, say little stuff like, I can't wait to use like that, and so on and so forth. But she had never like touched her inappropriate or did anything to make her feel like they couldn't have a friendship.
Right.
So she goes on to say, recently the best friend been going through some things where her and her girlfriend are at odds, but the girl is going through a grieving moment too. So she's been spending the night with her more than usual. Now she said she done stayed night at this girl's house over 200-300 times without them sleeping in the same bed. But since the girl is going through with her girlfriend and grieving at the moment, she figured she'll just, give her some comfort and sleep in the bed with her. So they've been sleeping together every night, but still being best friends. Like nothing more, nothing less. I'm just here for you. Come back for part 2.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't even want to know. Like, she woke up and something large and endowed was inside, stroking you. First of all, how do you not feel that the entry of that anyway? Like, you supposed to be, as a female, there ain't no way you sleeping that hard. I'm starting to feel like maybe you're used to that already. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? And like, you knew that thing was on her, because I know from what I've seen in the clips, the studs like to wear the strap all day long. She probably went to bed with the pajamas on and the strap ready to go at all times. You know how your best friend was rocking, and to say that you allowed her to sleep like this, that in her mind was giving her permission. Just imagine, you said no 200-300 times before, but this one time you told her yes. In her mind, she was all green lights. Oh, it's about that time. She's feeling it. I'm about to strap her down.
Wife goes on a cruise with her ex-husband while her new husband babysits their 5 kids.
I can believe it. It says 7 kids, but 5 kids. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. She's stuck on a cruise at this point. What you gonna do? Can't do anything.
If you think sucking balls until they turn purple and blue is going to get you your dream house, a car, or a new apartment, be prepared to have your mouth full for the rest of the year and the next year too. Because at some point, you have to stop being lazy and stop believing that men are supposed to be the bridge to your soft life, because they're not. The only thing you're missing is clarity around your purpose, directions for your next step, and the right knowledge to build income for yourself. When you know who you are and you build income around your alignment, you stop begging men for lifestyle and start creating it on your own. And if you're ready for that shift, there's a kit that gives you clarity, direction, and every tool you'll need to build digital income.
Well, that's good that you're selling kits, and she's absolutely right. What you think you're gonna do? Sleep your way to the top? It won't work like that, ma'am. You're gonna be doing a lot of sleeping. All right, you're gonna be hurting and aching all over the place. She said it right. Stop.
Only nigga in the phone. I'm the only nigga that you texted. I'm the only nigga that you want to see. I'm the only...
Ladies, when you come to an understanding that the girl you caught in his phone, whether it's a friend or the side piece or a girl that he met on Instagram, Tinder, those girls are not temporary. Those are permanent. Just like a permanent marker, they will not go away. Even when y'all break up, he's still going to run to her and he's going to go talk to her because he can. And whenever he's mad at you, he may go run and talk to her because that's his peace for the moment, because he don't have to hear her yelling. She's permanent. She'll always be there. So So, and you know what? That's okay. But when you catch him doing that after you've made it very clear to not talk to her, go ahead and throw the fish back in the water. Don't stick around. Don't stick around and let that.
They got some guys that just go to war for their side piece. I'm just putting it out there like that. Some of you guys, man, y'all gotta be careful, man. Y'all go to the war. Y'all go to war for the wrong reasons, man. All right, your side piece for a reason, bro. But I didn't see some massive fallouts for the side piece because they really love them for some reason, dog. They just don't know how to break off from the main one the way they want to. But yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Having a fine ex gotta suck.
Explain.
Because you know they fine as hell.
Okay.
They just toxic. You can't be like, oh man, I don't know what I saw in that. She was ugly as hell. Yo homeboy trying to get at her. Yo girl trying to get at your man. She's like, oh my god, he's available. Fine daddy, come here. Then you start regretting. You like, damn, why I let them go. And you see them posting and you know they look delicious as always. Yikes. Can't relate.
Not only that, dude, I just feel like, man, once you have like that fine ex-girlfriend, fellas, she gonna be the fine ex-girlfriend, you know, that you couldn't just keep around. She was that baddie that you gonna be wanting to show off to your friends and stuff like that, dog. So it's always gonna be a lingering problem, dog. It's gonna always have the what ifs.
Guess where I'm at? Guess where I'm.
Y'all see that? Y'all saw that, right? Am I tripping? I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. This truck has 2 layers.
I personally think that as a woman, I should be asking men.
No, but on a real talk, dude, I do see a lot more female truck drivers out there on the road. That's starting to be a thing, for real.
What they bring to the table more often, because I don't think a lot of them have much to offer outside of some peen. Even if you ask an older man, what does a man do? They're like, oh, protect and provide. Well, a lot of us have like security cameras nowadays. And a lot of us can, you know, keep a roof over our head and like food in our refrigerator.
Okay.
And then it's like men that can provide. Like sometimes they're calling us gold diggers. When really some women just have like a bare minimum that it takes to experience them. Like they want, you know, something above maybe what they can do for themselves. I think also some men are even feeling intimidated that they're losing leverage in the dating market because more and more women are becoming self-sufficient. Like I'll be the first to say, as a woman, I don't like to work. I don't wake up dreaming of labor. I'm not excited about it. But I love having a roof over my head. I love having food in my refrigerator. I love that, like, me having those things is not dependent on whether a man loves me or finds me attractive. For a woman like me, yeah, you're going to have money, but you're going to have a lot more than that, you know, like, and a lot of men don't have the more, they don't have the other, they don't have anything else. Like a lot of women don't necessarily crave sex in the way that men do because it's like easily accessible to us, right? Like even if you're like an unattractive woman, you still have a lot of options sex wise because men have such low standards for these things. Like I literally could just go outside in my bonnet and scream like, hey, does anybody want to have sex with me? And a line would start for me. Even looking like James Brown, I still have options for that. When it comes to the other stuff, like, okay, we've taken the money away. We have 4 other fingers. A lot of men don't really have the looks thing going for them. I personally don't really date attractive men. That's not a preference of mine. It's just that there's not a lot of options there. And then look at how men are about height. They're more upset about, you know, height than we are. They bring it up more than we.
Ooh, she goes on, man. She's starting to cook people. Like, yes, look, I get it. All right. If men only have money, what else do they bring to the table? Do they bring what? Protections, all this other stuff that y'all say cameras and robots can do, but ultimately y'all know what it is. It's the intangible stuff that men can bring to the table, and the list goes on and on and on. At the end of the day, you're still lonely. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're human beings and we crave, and most people crave a belonging, a relationship, a desire for intimacy, friendship, laughter, joy, peace, all that stuff, and sometimes cohabitation. So that it all leads to that. Not just because it's just money. I totally get it.